Good evening, friends. Pinotuni. Welcome to our online broadcast here from the London Mindfulness Meditation Center. If you are a regular participant, you know that we go live every day at 7 o'clock, sharing our evening Buddha Puja, chanting and meditation with you. During this time of difficulty or pandemic, it is quite important to keep your mind balanced, to develop peace of mind. So we share our religious worship every day with you at 7 o'clock so that you can participate from home or wherever you are. And you can worship the Buddha. You can also engage in the worship, committing yourself daily, not just to accumulate merit, but also to show your commitment towards spiritual advancement or growth. And we chant Paritta Suttas, blessing you all with good health, happiness, and prosperity and success, especially during this time, happiness and good health. So you can also share our YouTube link, lmmc.online, or even our Facebook link to anyone who may have been affected by COVID-19 or otherwise, so that they can listen to the chanting if they are able to do so, or whenever they are able to. Today we are going to chant the Ratana Sutta and the Girimananda Sutta. Both suttas are considered to be with great benefits, especially for well-being context. The Ratana Sutta was uttered by the Buddha, especially during a problem or similar low-level pandemic. We do not know how it was, but there was famine in the city of Isala, but people are suffering due to famine, due to deaths and fear, something that what we are experiencing at the moment. But it was resorted to that particular city and its citizens. Upon request, the Buddha delivered these verses, and Venerable Ananda, having chanted them, sprinkled the holy water, and it is recorded that the city recovered, and even the people started to be or come to normality. So whenever there is a time of difficulty, Buddhists have been chanting this Ratana Sutta, and also we at the London Mindfulness Meditation Center have been chanting this ever since we have gone online, since April, wishing you all good health and happiness all the time, and especially be requesting or even aspiring you to stay safe and also be blessed with good health. The Girimananda Sutta was uttered by the Buddha when he was when Venerable Girimananda was critically ill. The Buddha delivered the 10 reflections or 10 perceptions. These reflections on perceptions were revealed by Venerable Ananda to Venerable Girimananda, and upon listening, Venerable Girimananda recovered from his critical illness. So at the end of the sutta that is mentioned, and we make an aspiration, may the recitation of the truth be conducive for everyone else's well-being, whoever is ill or have been affected by illness. So we wish you all good health and happiness, and if you are dedicating this to anyone, we wish them speedy recovery. May all treatment they take be successful, and may they recover and enjoy good health soon. So today we have few requests for chantings bearing those in mind who are ill. So Prithvi Khatka would like to dedicate this to his friend's father, Mr. Suresh Kumar Thapa Magar, who is hospitalized and critically ill. So we bear Suresh Kumar Thapa Magar in our minds when we worship the Buddha, and when we chant the suttas as well later on, wishing him speedy recovery, good health, and may all treatments he is taking be successful. And also Miss Ajanta Gamake is also in our thoughts. Mr. Shyamal Mahabalagedon is also in our thoughts, and many more who would not like to mention names but have informed us. You are all in our thoughts. We wish you good health and happiness. We wish you speedy recovery, and may you enjoy good health. So with such righteous intention, let us engage in our worship today. Before we worship the Buddha, please say Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa 3 times. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Pānātipātā vēramaṇī sikkhapaдаṃ samādhiyāmi Adinādānā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi Surāmiraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi Tisaraṇena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukaṃ surakkhitāṃ kattvā appamādena sampādetabaṃ. So let's worship the Buddha together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itipiso bhagavā arahaṃ sammā sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasārati sattā deva manussānaṃ buddho bhagavāti. Buddhaṃ jīvita pariyantaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Ye ca buddhā atītā ca ye ca buddhā anāgatā paccapannā ca ye buddhā ahaṃ vandāmi sambhadā. Natti me saraṇaṃ aññā buddho me saranang varang etena sacca vajjena hotu me jaya mangalang uttamangena vandeham padapang suvaruttamang buddheyo khalito doso buddho kamatu tang mamang swakhato bhagavata dhammo sandittiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyuhiti dhammang jivita pariyantang saranang gacchami ye ca dhamma atita ca ye ca dhamma anagata paccapanna ca ye dhamma ahang vandami sambada natti me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang varang etena sacca vajjena hotu me jaya mangalang uttamangena vandeham dhamman ca tividhang varang dhammeyo khalito doso dhammo kametu tang mamang supatipanno bhagavata savaka sangho ujjapatipanno bhagavata savaka sangho nyayapatipanno bhagavata savaka sangho samicipatipanno bhagavata savaka sangho yadidang cattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyakhettam lokasati sangham jivita pariyantang saranang gacchami ye ca sangha atita ca ye ca sangha anagata paccapanna ca ye sangha ahang vandami sabbada natti me saranang anyang sangho me saranang varang etena sacca vajjena hotu me jaya mangalang uttamangena vandeham sangham ca tividottamang sangheyo khalito dosa sangho kamatu tang mamang kanasarappadittena dipena tamadang sina tilokadipang sambaddhang pujayami tamonudang vannagandha gunapetam etam kusuma santating pujayami munindassa siripada saroruhe pujemi buddhang kasumena nena punyena metena ca hotu mokkhaṃ pupphaṃ milayati yatha idammi kayo tatha yati vinasa bhavaṃ adhivasetu no bhante paniyang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigannhatu uttame adhivasetu no bhante gilana paccayang imang anukampang upadaya patigannhatu uttame adhivasetu no bhante pesajjang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patigannhatu uttame adhivasetu no bhante sambang saddhaya pujitang anukampang upadaya patigannhatu uttame vandami cetiyang sambang sambhani supatititang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada yassa mule nisinnova sambari vijayang ka pato sabbanyutang sattha vande tang bodhipadapang ime ete mahabodhi lokanathene pujita aham pite namassami bodhiraja namattute kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang acayang khammi bante puripanye tathagata kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang acayang khammi dhamma sandittika kalika kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang acayang khammi sangha supatipanna anuttara ettavataca amhehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya ettavataca amhehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya ettavataca amhehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idang me ñātīnaṁ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo idang me ñātīnaṁ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo idang me ñātīnaṁ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo imina punya kammene mami bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya idam me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu sambhe dukkha pamuncatu. So if you have just joined us this evening, Just like to let you know that we go live every day at 7 o'clock, sharing our evening with the puja, chanting and meditation with you every day from the London Mindfulness Meditation Center. And now we are going to chant the two suttas as mentioned earlier. We are going to chant the Ratna Sutta and the Girimananda Sutta, wishing you all good health, happiness and success during this time of difficulty. We bear in our thoughts few individuals when we chant the suttas. Prithvi Khatka would like to dedicate this chanting to his friend's father, who is critically ill at the moment, Suresh Kumar Thapa Magar. So we wish him speedy recovery. He is hospitalized, so we wish him speedy recovery. May every treatment being given be successful, and may he soon enjoy good health. We also bear in our thoughts Miss Ajanta Gamage, who is also critically ill and is in hospital. May she also have a speedy recovery. May all the treatment she's given also be successful. And also Mr. Shamal Mahabal Giddon, we wish you a speedy recovery, good health and happiness. And many more who have contacted us but obviously would like to be anonymous. We have you in our thoughts, so we wish you happiness, we wish you good health and speedy recovery. May all treatment you are taking be successful. And I also request you to bear anyone you know in your thoughts, so that we can dedicate the chanting to those who may have been affected by COVID-19 or otherwise. So the blessings of the Buddha embodied in the suttas, may they be conducive for you and your family's well-being, and also those who you have in your minds, may they also be conducive for their well-being. And the two suttas are quite regularly chanted when someone is ill, so we dedicate the chanting to everyone who would like to listen. You can share our link, YouTube link, lmmc.online, or even our Facebook link. Later on we'll do Punya Anumodana, and after Punya Anumodana we'll do meditation. So again, as always, we dedicate the chanting to all our key workers, including NHS staff, doctors and nurses, working tirelessly to look after the patients and their families. So may the NHS staff, doctors and nurses also be blessed with good health. May they also develop courage and determination to continue their valuable services to the nation and their family, and the patients and their families as well. So please listen to the chanting with great attention and respect. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gacchantu Devata Saddhammam Munirajasa Sunantu Saggamokadam Paritta Savanakalu Ayang Badanta Paritta Savanakalu Ayang Badanta Paritta Dhamma Savanakalu Ayang Badanta Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Yani Bhutani Samagatani Bhummani Vayani Vayantalikhe Sambheva Bhuta Sumana Bhavantu Atopi Sakkacca Sunantu Bhasitam Tasmahi Bhutani Sametha Sabbe Mettam Karotha Manusiya Pajaye Divaca Rattoca Haranti Ye Baling Tasmahine Rakkata Appamatta Yang Kinci Vittam Idhava Hurang Vasagge Suvayang Ratanang Panitam නනෝ සමං අත්ති තථාගතේන ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු khයං විරාගං අමතං පනීතං යදජ්ජගා සක්්‍ය මුනි සමාහිතෝ නතේන ධම්මේන සමත්ති කිංචි ඉදම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යං බුද්ධ සෙට්ඨ පරිවන්නයි සුචින් සමාධිමානන්තරිකඤ්ඤමාහු සමාධිනාතේන සමෝන විජ්ජති ඉදම්පි ධම්මේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ये පුග්ගලා අට්ඨ සතං පසත්තා චත්තාරි ඒතානි යුගානි හොන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස ශාවකා ඒතේසු දින්නානි මහප්පලානි ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු ये सुप्पयुत्ता मनसा दल्हेन निक्कामिनो गौतम शासनं हि ते पत्तिपत्ता अमतं विगैः लद्धा मुदा निब्बुतिं भुञ्जमाना इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु यथिन्दखीलो पठविंसितोऽसिया चतुर्भिः वातेभिः असम्पकम्पियो तथोपमं सत्पुरुषं वदामि यो आर्य सच्चानि अवेच्च पश्यति इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु ये आर्य सच्चानि विभावयन्ति गम्भीरपञ्चेन सुदेशितानि किञ्चापि ते हन्ति भुसप्पमत्ता न ते भवं अट्टमं आदियन्ति इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु सहावस्य दर्शन संपदाय तयस्सु धम्मा जहिता भवन्ति सक्काय दिट्ठि विचिकिच्छितञ्च सीलब्धं वापि यदत्ति किञ्चि चतुःपाये च विप्पमुत्तो चचाबिठानानि अबभोकातुम् इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु किञ्चापि शोकं करोति पापकं कायेन वाचा उदचेतसा वा अभब्बोसो तस्य पटिच्छादाय अभब्बतादिट्ठः पदस्य वुत्ता इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु वनप्पगुम्बे यथा फुस्सितग्गे गिम्हानमासे पठमस्मिन् गिम्हे तथोपमं धम्मवरं अदेशै निब्बानगामिं परमं हिताय इदम्पि बुद्धे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु वरो वरन्यो वरदो वराहरो अनुत्तरो धम्मवरं अदेशै इदम्पि बुद्धे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु हीनं पुराणं नवं नत्ति सम्भवं विरक्तचित्ता आयतिके भवस्मिन् ते हीनबीजा अविरुल्लिच्छन्दा निब्बन्ति धीरा यथायं प्रदीपो इदम्पि संघे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्ति होतु यानीद भूतानि समागतानि पुम्मानि वायानि वयन्तलिखे तथागतं देवमनुस्य पूजितं बुद्धं नमस्साम सुवत्ति होतु यानीद भूतानि समागतानि पुम्मानि वायानि वयन्तलिखे तथागतं देवमनुस्य पूजितं धम्मं नमस्साम सुवत्ति होतु यानीद भूतानि समागतानि पुम्मानि वायानि वयन्तलिखे तथागतं देवमनुस्य पूजितं संඝं नमस्साम सुवत्ति होतु एतेन सच्चवज्जेन दुःखावुपशमन्तु ते एतेन सच्चवज्जेन भयावुपशमन्तु ते एतेन सच्चवज्जेन रोगावुपशमन्तु ते एवं मे सुतं एकं समयं भगवा सावत्थ्यं विहरति जेतवने अनाथपिण्डिकस्य आरामे तेन कोपनसमयेन आयस्मागिरिमानन्दो आबाधिको होति दुःखितो बाल्हगिलानो अतको आयस्मा आनन्दो येन भगवतेनुपसङ्कमी उपसङ्कमित्वा भगवन्तं अभिवादित्वा एकमन्तं निसीदि एकमन्तं निसिन्नोको आयस्मा आनन्दो भगवन्तं एतद्वोच आयस्मा भन्ते गिरिमानन्दो आबाधिको दुःखितो बाल्हगिलानो साधु भन्ते भगवायेनायस्मा गिरिमानन्दो तेनुपसङ्कमतु अनुकम्पं उपादायाति सचेको त्वं आनन्दगिरिमानन्दस्य भिक्खुनो उपसङ्कमित्वा दशसंज्ञा भासेयासि तानं कोपनेतं विज्जति यं गिरिमानन्दस्य भिक्खुनो दशसंज्ञासु त्वा सो आबादोठानसो पटिप्पस्संवेय्य कतमेदस अनिच्च संज्ञा अनत्त संज्ञा अशुभ संज्ञा आदीनव संज्ञा पहान संज्ञा विराग संज्ञा निरोध संज्ञा सब्बलोके अनभिरत संज्ञा सब्ब संकारेषु अनिच्च संज्ञा आनापानसति कतमाचानन्द अनिच्च संज्ञा इदानन्द भिक्खु अरण्यगतो वा रुक्खमूलगतो वा शून्यागारगतो वा इति प्रतिसंचिक्खति रूपं अनिच्चं वेदना अनिच्चा संज्ञा अनिच्चा संखारा अनिच्चा विज्ञानं अनिच्चन्ति इतिमेषु पञ्चसु पादानस्कन्धेषु अनिच्चानुपस्सी विहरति अयं उच्यतानन्द अनिच्च संज्ञा कतमाचानन्द अनत्त संज्ञा इदानन्द भिक्खु अरण्यगतो वा रुक्खमूलगतो वा शून्यागारगतो वा इति पटिसञ्चिक्खति चक्षुं अनत्ता रूपा अनत्ता सोतं अनत्ता शब्दा अनत्ता गानं अनत्ता गन्धा अनत्ता जिह्वा अनत्ता रसा अनत्ता कायो अनत्ता Poṭṭhabbā anattā mano anattā dhamma anattāti Iti imesu chasu ajjattika bāhiresu āyatanesu anattānupassī viharati Ayang vuccatānanda anatta saññā katamācānanda asubha saññā idhānanda bhikkhu imameva kāyang uddhaṃ pādatalā adhokesa mattaka taca pariyantaṃ pūraṃ nānappakārassa asucino pacca vekkati Atimasmiṃ kāye kesālomānakādantā taco maṅsaṃ nahāru atti miñjāvakkaṃ hadayaṃ yakanaṃ kilomakaṃ pihakaṃ pappāsaṃ antaṃ antagunaṃ udariyaṃ karīsaṃ pittaṃ semhaṃ Pumbolohitaṃ sedo medo assuvasākhelo singhānikā lasika muttanti Itimasmiṃ kāye asubhānupassī viharati Ayaṃ vuccatānanda asubha saññā katamācānanda ādīnava saññā Idhānanda bhikkhu araññagato vā rukkhamūlagato vā suññāgāragato vā iti patisañcikkati Bahu dukkho ko ayaṃ kāyo bahu ādīnavo itimasmiṃ kāye vividhā ābādhā uppajjanti seyyatidhaṃ Cakkurogo, sotarogo, gānarogo, juhārogo, kāyarogo, sīsarogo, kannarogo, mukarogo, dantarogo, kāso, sāso, pināso, daho, jaro, kuccirogo, muccāpakkhandikā, sūlā, visūcikā, Kuttaṃ gando kilāso soso apamāro daddu kandu kaccuraka sāvitaccikālo hita pittaṃ madhumeho ansā pīlakā bhagandalā pitta samutthāna ābādhā sembha samutthāna ābādhā Vāta samutthāna ābādhā sannipātikā ābādhā utuparināmajā ābādhā visama parihārajā ābādhā upakkamikā ābādhā kamma vipākajā ābādhā Sītaṃ unnhaṃ jigacchā pipāsā uccāro passāvoti Itimasmiṃ kāye ādīnavānupassī viharati Ayaṃ vuccatānanda ādīnava saññā katamācānanda pahāna saññā Idhānanda bhikkhu uppannaṃ kāma vitakkaṃ nādhivāseti pajahati vinodeti vyanti karoti anabhāvaṃ gameti uppannaṃ vyāpāda vitakkaṃ nādhivāseti pajahati vinodeti vyanti karoti anabhāvaṃ gameti Uppannaṃ vihingsā vitakkaṃ nādhivāseti pajahati vinodeti vyanti karoti anabhāvaṃ gameti uppannuppanne pāpake akusale dhamme nādhivāseti pajahati vinodeti vyanti karoti anabhāvaṃ gameti Ayaṃ vuccatānanda pahāna saññā katamācānanda virāga saññā ඉදානන්ද බික්ඛු අරඤ්ඤගතෝ වා රුක්ඛමූලගතෝ වා ශුඤ්ඤාගාරගතෝ වා ඉති පටිසංචික්ඛති ඒතං සන්තං ඒතං පනීතං යදිදං සබ්බ සංඛාර සමතෝ සම්බුපදිපටි නිස්සග්ගෝ තන්නක්ඛයෝ විරාගෝ නිබ්බානන්ති අයං වච්චතානන්ද විරාග සංඥා කතමාචානන්ද නිරෝධ සංඥා ඉදානන්ද බික්ඛු අරඤ්ඤගතෝ වා රුක්ඛමූලගතෝ වා ශුඤ්ඤාගාරගතෝ වා ඉති පටිසංචික්ඛති ඒතං සන්තං ඒතං පනීතං යදිදං සබ්බ සංඛාර සමතෝ සබ්බපදිපටි නිස්සග්ගෝ තණ්හක්ඛයෝ නිරෝධෝ නිබ්බානන්ති අයං වච්චතානන්ද නිරෝධ සංඥා කතමාචානන්ද සබ්බ ලෝකේ අනබිරත සංඥා ඉදානන්ද බික්ඛු යේ ලෝකේ උපායුපාදානා චේතසෝ අදිඨානා බිනිවේසානුසයාතේ පජහන්තෝ විරමතින උපාදීයන්තෝ අයං වච්චතානන්ද සබ්බ ලෝකේ අනබිරත සංඥා කතමාචානන්ද සබ්බ සංඛාරේසු අනිච්ච සංඥා ඉදානන්ද බික්ඛු සබ්බ සංඛාරේහි අට්ඨියති හරායති jigucchati අයං වච්චතානන්ද සබ්බ සංඛාරේසු අනිච්ච සංඥා කතමාචානන්ද ආනාපාන සති ඉදානන්ද බික්ඛු අරඤ්ඤගතෝ වා රුක්ඛමූලගතෝ වා ශුඤ්ඤාගාරගතෝ වා නිසීදති පල්ලංකං ආභුජිත්වා උජුං කායං පනිදාය පරිමුඛං සතින් උපට්ඨපෙත්වා සෝ සතෝව අස්ස සතේ සතෝ පස්ස සතේ දීගං වා අස්ස සන්තෝ දීගං අස්ස සාමීති පජානාති දීගං වා පස්ස සන්තෝ දීගං පස්ස සාමීති පජානාති රස්සං වා අස්ස සන්තෝ රස්සං අස්ස සාමීති පජානාති රස්සං වා පස්ස සන්තෝ රස්සං පස්ස සාමීති පජානාති සම්බකාය පටිසංවේදී අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති සම්බකාය පටිසංවේදී පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පස්සම්භයං කාය සංඛාරං අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පස්සම්භයං කාය සංඛාරං පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පීතිපටි සංවේදී අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පීතිපටි සංවේදී පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති සුඛපටි සංවේදී අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති සුඛපටි සංවේදී පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති චිත්ත සංඛාර පටි සංවේදී අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති චිත්ත සංඛාර පටි සංවේදී පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පස්සම්භයං චිත්ත සංඛාරං අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පස්සම්භයං චිත්ත සංඛාරං පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති චිත්තපටි සංවේදී අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති චිත්තපටි සංවේදී පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති අභිප්පමෝදයං චිත්තං අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති අභිප්පමෝදයං චිත්තං පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති සමාදහං චිත්තං අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති සමාදහං චිත්තං පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති විමෝචයං චිත්තං අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති විමෝචයං චිත්තං පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති අනිච්චානුපස්සේ අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති අනිච්චානුපස්සේ පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති විරාගානුපස්සේ අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති විරාගානුපස්සේ පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති නිරෝධානුපස්සේ අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති නිරෝධානුපස්සේ පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පටිනිස්සග්ගානුපස්සේ අස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති පටිනිස්සග්ගානුපස්සේ පස්ස සිස්සාමීති සික්ඛති අයං වච්චතානන්ද ආනාපානසති සචේකෝ ත්වං ආනන්ද ගිරිමානන්දස්ස බික්ඛුනෝ උපසංකමිත්වා ඉමා දස සංඥා භාසෙය්‍යාසි ඨානං කෝපනීතං විජ්ජතියං ගිරිමානන්දස්ස බික්ඛුනෝ ඉමා දස සංඥා සුත්වාසෝ ආබාධෝ ඨානසෝ පටිප්පස්සම්බෙය්‍යාති අතකෝ ආයස්මා ආනන්දෝ භගවතු සන්තිකේ ඉමා දස සංඥා උග්ගහෙත්වා යේනායස්මා ගිරිමානන්දෝ තේනුපසංකමී උපසංකමිත්වා ආයස්මතෝ ගිරිමානන්දස්ස ඉමා දස සංඥා අභාසී අතකෝ ආයස්මතෝ ගිරිමානන්දස්ස ඉමා දස සංඥා සුත්වාසෝ ආබාධෝ ඨානසෝ පටිප්පස්සම්භී උට්ඨාය චායස්මා ගිරිමානන්දෝ තම්හා ආබාධා තථාපහීනෝ චපනායස්මතෝ ගිරිමානන්දස්ස සෝ ආබාධෝ අහෝසීති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමෙන්තු තේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමෙන්තු තේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමෙන්තු තේ සම්භාව මංගලම පද්දව දුන්නිමිත්තං සබ්බීති රෝගගාදෝස මසේස නින්දා සබ්බන්තරාය බයදුස්සුපිනං අකන්තං බුද්ධානුභාව පවරේන පයාතුනාසං සම්භාව මංගලම පද්දව දුන්නිමිත්තං සබ්බීති රෝග ගහදෝස මසේස නින්දා සබ්බන්තරාය බයදුස්සුපිනං අකන්තං ධම්මානුභාව පවරේන පයාතුනාසං සම්භාව මංගලම පද්දව දුන්නිමිත්තං සබ්බීති රෝග ගහදෝස මසේස නින්දා සම්බන්තරාය බයදුස්සුපිනං අකන්තං සංඝානුභාව පවරේන පයාතුනාසං සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන බුද්ධ රතනං ධම්ම රතනං සංඝ රතනං තින්නං රතනානං ආනුභාවේන චතුරාසීති සහස්ස ධම්මක්ඛන්ධානුභාවේන පිටකත්තයානුභාවේන ජින ශාවකානුභාවේන සබ්බේතේ රෝගා සබ්බේතේ භයා සම්බේතේ අන්තරායා සබ්බේතේ උපද්දවා සම්බේතේ දුන්නිමිත්තා සබ්බේතේ අවමංගලා විනස්සන්තු ආයු වඩ්ඩකෝ ධන වඩ්ඩකෝ සිරි වඩ්ඩකෝ යස වඩ්ඩකෝ බල වඩ්ඩකෝ වන්න වඩ්ඩකෝ සුඛ වඩ්ඩකෝ හෝතු සබ්බදා Dukkha roga bhaya vera soka sabbe paddava Aneka antaraya pi vinassantu ca tejasa Jaya siddhi dhanang labhang sotti bhagyang sukhang balang Siriya yuca vanno ce bhogang buddhi ca yasava Satavassa ca ayu ca jiva siddhi bhavantu te Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu dhamma desanang Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu mang paranti sadhu sadhu sadhu. So if you have been joining us or just joined us, that is the end of our chanting this evening. We chanted the Ratana Sutta and the Girimananda Sutta. Wishing you all good health and happiness. May you stay blessed. May you be blessed by the virtues of the Triple Gem. May you be blessed with good health. May the blessings and the compassion of the Buddha be conducive for your complete well-being. So today, as requested, we dedicate the chanting to Mr. Suresh Kumar Thapa Magar, who is hospitalized and is critically ill. So we wish him speedy recovery. Miss Ajanta Gamage is also in hospital, and we also wish her speedy recovery. May all treatments they are taking be successful, and may they be able to enjoy good health soon. We also would bless Mr. Shamal Mabalgedon, who is also ill, and many more who have been mentioning us about your illness. So wish you speedy recovery. May all the treatments you are taking be conducive for your well-being. May you enjoy good health soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So may all merit accumulated today by worshipping the Buddha, chanting, and also later on meditation, observing 5 precepts. We would like to dedicate and share merit with Mr. Govinda Tamang, who passed away 7 days ago. So Mrs. Mangala Taman and children Uttam and Gautam would like to share merit with the departed beloved husband and beloved father who passed away 7 days ago. So may he be happy and peaceful wherever he is. May he receive our blessings, and may he make his sansaric life happy, and eventually may he attain the blissful state of Nibbana through his righteous aspirated path. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So tomorrow is full moon day, and we are broadcasting few religious programs from 8:30 in the morning by YouTube channel, so that those who participate still in the monthly still program can participate from home through our YouTube channel. So we will have few programs lined up for you. So the program will commence at 8:30 in the morning by administering the 8 precepts. So if you are happy to observe 8 precepts and then engage in the religious observance, which will obviously be conducted in Sinhala medium, so please do stay tuned at 8:30 onwards, and the programs will be intermittently broadcast, so you will be able to listen to the lineup program that we have for you. So now let us meditate for a few moments before we come to a close. So meditation on loving kindness is really important during this time of difficulty. So it is more or less about your well-being, your mental health. Meditating on loving kindness can really change your way of living during this time of difficulty. So it is for the well-being of your mind, and also as you transform yourself, you can then become a source of happiness for everyone in your family and your associates. So practicing metta bhavana is very important. So few moments of metta can really make a big difference. So sit straight. So if you adjust yourself, be determined that you're not going to move for the next few moments. So first of all, be mindful of the way you are sitting, your body posture, the way you have chosen to sit. Straight body, sitting down, bent at your body, bent at the hips. Your legs bent at your knees, your hands in your lap, and your feet firm on the floor, or if you're sitting cross-legged, your side of your legs touching the floor. Be mindful of those sitting with you. Be happy for the support you are getting. Thank them. Be mindful of those who may not be sitting with you, yet happy for them, for whatever they are doing. Be mindful that you are not alone meditating. There are many families joining in the online session. And be mindful of yourself again, that stillness in the body. Notice the stillness, which I always say is a reflection of the stillness in the mind, or should be the reflection. Very simply put, there is an absence of restlessness in the body at the moment, and I believe restlessness is not there in the mind as well, otherwise you would not be able to sit like this. So as I was saying, during this time of difficulty, the state of mind of yourself needs to be well looked after. Don't let it be contaminated or germinated by slightest of things that happens around you or even within you. To keep your mind straight, don't make your mind be frustrated, which will affect your body. We are of two parts, body and mind. So if you look after your body, your mind, the body will automatically be well as well. Because of all the hormones that are emitted through a healthy mind are healthy hormones. So if you get frustrated once a minute, that is 60 times a day, an hour. If you get frustrated or irritated or annoyed 3 times a minute, that is 180 times an hour. So we need to look after our mind. The slightest of things that goes beyond your expectation can bring that irritation within you, that frustration. We have to accept that things cannot be the way we want. It's clearly stated in the mettas, in the first sermon, Yam pichang nalapati tampi dukkam. Whatever you expect and it doesn't happen, it is painful. Unless and until we realize the reality and learn how to accept as it is, your mind can always get frustrated. So whatever you want, you seek through your senses. So if you want to see things in your way, the way you want it, we will desire for whatever is entering through your eyes to be in your wished format. If it is good, we start liking it. If it is bad, we don't like it. because it doesn't suit your standards, your expectation, your views. Not realizing that even that view that you have is a conditioned thing. It was conditioned view. It is nurtured by your personalities or by your experiences and knowledge, and yet we are clinging to it and expecting it to be there in the objects that enter through your senses. So there is a problem. Your poor mind is always being germinated or contaminated or even influenced by those likes and dislikes. Impacts a lot upon your way of thinking. Remember, getting dissatisfied 5 times a minute. Now we are talking of 60 seconds. Surely sometimes we don't end up happy always. We might be happy a couple of times, but even like, say for example, your body hurts and you might just say, or you will start thinking, what's this pain? Why is it? Why me? Why doesn't this pain go away? So even the slightest of thing is actually affecting your mindset. So you are sitting down now. Sometimes you might want to move your posture because you've been sitting for a whole hour. So pain are dislikes. So if you get irritated or frustrated 5 times a minute, it is 50 times an hour, 300 times an hour. And then imagine the whole day. If you stay awake 10 hours, we are talking about 3,000 times. Or 5, if you do it 5, so long, just do your multiplication. If you stay awake 10 hours. So always being mindful and looking after your mind is very important. That's where loving kindness comes into the scene. If you are mindful of the loving kindness or loving thoughts, the well-being thoughts, you are staying alert and therefore not letting the mind seek everything through the senses, or not letting the mind get annoyed or even affected by anything that arises beyond or within the mind, the sixth sense. That's why Santindriya is very important. Calm senses, calmed mindset. Otherwise your loving kindness gets affected. Always stay and live with loving thoughts. Then you can be that source of happiness for everyone. It's not about others, it is about others in different way, but it is about your mind as well. If your mind is not looked after, how can you be loving to others? If your mind is not protected by the changes that can happen through frustration, dissatisfaction or irritation, how can you be that source of happiness for others? You cannot. So that's why the Buddha takes that example. As a loving mother, as a mother looks after her only child, your metta should be protected like that. The mother will go through everything just for the well-being of the child. Nothing will affect her love towards the child, and that is the example taken. So mindfulness is quite important to protect that loving thoughts within yourself day in, day out, from the time you wake up to the time you sleep. So if your mind is looked after well throughout the day, imagine the happiness shared throughout all your actions, thoughts and words during the day. So it is a powerful force, loving thoughts, metta. You need to be mindful. Don't let anything affect your mind. Even the slightest things. Perhaps One way of doing it is realizing things as they are, freeing yourselves from your views, from your conditioned views, so that the loving thoughts in your mind do not get affected. Not everything happens the way you want it. Not everything exists the way you want it. Your views that you have are also conditioned. So how can we actually control the conditioning things which are beyond your control? So learn how to let go of grudges. Learn how to let go of the thoughts that come to your mind. Free yourself from those thoughts that annoy. Free yourself from those thoughts that make you worry or fearful. When you love yourself, then you can take every precautions. When there is love in the mind, everything is pleasant. When there is happiness in the mind, everything is pleasant. Your words, your actions, your thoughts. So you need to protect that loving thoughts in your mind by being mindful at other times. Okay, remember, if you get frustrated once a minute, that is 60 times an hour. And 10 hours means 600 times. So you can add the numbers. Do you get angry or frustrated, annoyed, irritated, dissatisfied, jealous, impatient, you name it, envious, dissatisfied? If it happens 5 times a minute, we're talking about 300 times an hour. Times 10 hours would be 3,000 times a day. So let us free ourselves from everything and wish everyone well as a routine practice, so that we know when we interact at other times, we will remember that we have wished someone well, so you will change your way of interacting. You will change your way of talking. So with that short reflection, let us now meditate with the lines, bearing or repeating or just following the words and genuinely meaning it. Skip the stations if they don't relate to you. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be blessed with good health. May no harm come to me. May no problems come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with success. May I also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May I be free from anger and jealousy. May I be free from frustration, anxiety and worries. May I be free from pain and suffering. Likewise, may my parents, grandparents, teachers, uncles and aunts and in-laws, husband, wife or partner, children, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, grandchildren, brothers, sisters, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, cousins, nephews and nieces, everybody in this online community and their loved ones, friends, colleagues at work, neighbors, everybody in the neighborhood. You don't have to know them, but you can wish everyone well. May they all be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also be blessed with good health. May they also have patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from anger and jealousy. May they be free from frustration, anxiety and worries. May they be free from pain and suffering. May all living beings, including your pets, birds, animals and insects that come to your garden, seen and unseen beings, including all sentient beings, be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from pain and suffering. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be free from pain and suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so with that meditation on loving kindness, we come to a close of our today's online broadcast. We go live every day at 7 o'clock, sharing our evening with the puja, chanting and meditation. So thank you for joining with us today. Stay safe, take care, have a very good evening and good night. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Meditation on love, mindfulness meditation is taking place on Friday instead of tomorrow due to an appointment. Thank you. So if